Hey, what's up? I'm Marco. I'm 22 years old and usually I'm a student, but in the villa, I'm gonna be flex offender.
As a young man, I was prone to poor decision making, and as a result of that, I've got somewhat of a dicey, dangerous past. I never stole from anyone, I never murdered anyone, I never even mugged anyone off. I just kinda lived every 13-year-old boy's dream fantasy. Picture this, if you will, a hot summer, a young me. Golden, brown body. Stop imagining that, I'm a child. But that child was sat on a bus, and that bus was driven by a whole lot of women. A German immigrant who moved over to Cape Town for a better life with her family. Freshly 87, few grey hairs, and only a couple moles to count with. We broke the law a couple times that summer, I tell you what. Mainly her, I was more of a victim. But that is as far as my criminal extent really reaches. You see, I've known myself fairly well my entire life, and I know my own personality. I'm not built for dangerous stuff. If I had to assign myself a spice flavor, I'd be pepper. But not even freshly poured pepper, the stuff you would bake in with your fettuccine. And with that knowledge, I've kept myself pretty safe for harm. For example, if you gave me a ring on a night out and said I really need help, these guys are gonna attack us, I'm more than happy to call the police for you. Bro, I'm not rolling for nothing. I'll get my head kicked in. Bro, I'm like 70 kg wet. There's not a chance I'm stepping to 6'5" Marco, who plays Western Cape rugby. So as tempting as it is to be a criminal, I've never partaken because I know for a fact that even though it's quick money, I would get a quick sentence. For some reason, my mask will rip a hole in and my pants will fall down as I'm running to the bucky. However, some people aren't aware of their own capabilities and they think they're a lot bigger, tougher, and smarter than they really are. Like this oak, who I'm going to be showing you today, who can only be described as the most embarrassing criminal I've ever seen.
Everybody get down! Give me all your money! And get the buckets!
As I've said, clearly I'm not really an expert in this field, but I have a very strong feeling the only way you're going to get what you want is to project confidence. To be perceived as confidence, you need the right clothes and you need the right demeanor. This man has neither. And just another observation I had, he doesn't even have the right attire. No mask, just some sunglasses and a backwards hat. He couldn't even wear it forward to hide his face. Clearly I'm not the only one picking up on this lack of confidence, because the vibe in the room doesn't necessarily go from, oh my god, we're all having such a good time, to, oh my god, we're so full of terror. It's more like the guy that nobody wanted to show up to the party shows up and you're all pulling sour faces at him. This Asian woman over here, for example, could honestly give less of a flying fuck. And I can't honestly blame her, because nothing about this dude screams take me seriously. The minute I saw him, my first thought was like, this is exactly like if Soldier Boy went through a tougher time than he has. And a further reason why this isn't terrifying at all is because he just stands there. There's nothing that strikes fear in my heart about a dude walking into my shop and go, give me your money now. Effort has to go into the performance, my friend. Chew on some blood pills, let it drizzle from your mouth, put in some fake yellow contacts, put the bag directly against someone's head and say, make them think that the Lord's bell has toned and they must return back to sender. Unbelievably though, those few seconds I showed you aren't even the entirety of the video. It gets worse.
And get the buckets! Give me all your money! Yeah! Where's the money?
I've rewatched this clip 50 times, 60 times at least. I still can't determine what is more disrespectful. The fact that the crowd doesn't even want to or doesn't even care to respond to him, or the fact that the owner is still taking appointment calls while he's actively getting robbed. And I know that dude's packing. He's a small business owner. He's probably got a gun underneath the desk. He just knows that the only danger that you pose is maybe leaving a piss puddle on the floor that one of his customers might slip on.
Give me the money! Where's the money? Everybody give me everything! Where's the money?
It's this point right here that is my absolute favorite. The genuine bewilderment on his face. The fact that he just can't comprehend that he's nowhere near intimidating or tough. You can actively hear the owner in the background continuing to take that appointment call. He's setting up a date. And all this robber can possibly do is just kind of look around and be like, Well, damn. And slowly huddle off with not even a nice Samsung phone. You hear so many stories of people getting set on the straight path because, like, I don't know, maybe something terrible happened to them. Maybe a loved one fell off a bridge because of drug use. But I think this is the first time and the last time in all of human history we will ever see somebody get embarrassed out of doing crime. There is no way this guy will ever steal another thing in his life. And truthfully, even if they catch him and manage to get back that phone that's probably worth $10, a slap on the wrist is all he deserves. I still remember the one time I went to McDonald's when I was 12 years old and said Ferger instead of burger. If that still haunts me, I can't even imagine what this memory is going to do to this man psychologically for the rest of his life. Especially this killing blow. As he's slithering out into the night, he makes one final attempt to extort the only person who gave him any kind of response. And even she wouldn't give him anything else. Just like I can't give you anything else. Because unfortunately, unbeknownst to you, I am currently in incredible pain. Just like you will be if you don't legally subscribe. Genuinely though, I am currently suffering from a hernia that's dropped into my testes. I am not even kidding. If it wasn't for the copious amounts of painkillers I am on, I would be in excruciating pain. Or even worse than I am experiencing right now. So I'm sorry, it's a bit of a short one. I need to go rest the free balls. All I can say is thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.